You got, can you hear me? Can you?
Yeah.
Talk.
Yeah, I can hear you. Testing. Testing.
You hear? You hear me? How? Say something, Gene.
Testing. Testing.
Keep talking.
1, 2, 3. I can't hear you.
Okay, we good.
I barely can hear you.
He said he can barely hear me. Barely. I barely hear him too, but you don't hear it either? Huh? Can you hear me now? Gene?
Barely.
See, I hear Gene, but okay.
That's better.
Is that better?
Better. You go up a little bit.
Is that all right?
Yeah, that's much better.
Yeah, I hear him much better, but you can't get it up. Wait a minute. Is this the one that moves that down, or? Because I know we can't get that yellow light flashing. Okay. Is that better? Okay, you got me? Gene?
Testing.
Gene,
it's still light.
Can you hear Gene?
It's still light.
I heard Gene better then. I don't know what happened.
A little light. Can you hear me better?
Yeah. Who's the one in the yellow, me or him?
I'm right here. Can you hear me?
I don't know why Gene's is like that and mine isn't. I mean, he has his mic right.
I can't hear you.
He says he still can't hear me.
It was better before, whatever you did before. There it is. That's much louder.
Gene? Yeah, I hear Gene real good. You hear me a lot better there?
I can hear you better, but it's still not loud enough.
No, we can't.
There it is. That's perfect right there.
But we can't get in that yellow there. Okay. You still hear me okay?
I can hear you okay.
Okay. So this is the one right here then. It says monitor right here, so duh. I mean, that's what it says. Because, see, we kept turning this one up, and it was increasing the volume, but it was increasing it on that show as well, where it was distorted. Okay, the mics are hot. We're not on, but it's hot. Yeah, okay, it says hot on YouTube. We'll wait and see. I'll wait to see what we have here before we start. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Crawfordville Lindy's pregame show. We're here with my co-host tonight. We have GBLL online with Coach Eugene Granger. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you for having me again, Coach.
Oh, man, you become gotta have that excellent insight, analysis, and in game interpretations. We appreciate it.
Yes, enjoy it. Looking forward to two good teams playing in their local battle. This rivalry game goes back a long ways.
Oh yeah, we've been coming here 3 years now. It's the first time we've been able to see the Thomasville High and the Thomas County teams play against each other here. It's the first time we've been able to experience that and see it. And already this is the largest crowd that we have had an opportunity to broadcast in here tonight. There's not a lot of empty seats in here.
Yes, we came an hour ago and it was already like this.
Yeah, and we're fortunate enough to have the family here tonight.
Yes, we brought the whole family with us tonight. We got my wife and got my newborn and my 4-year-old with us, so they're gonna get to enjoy this good game tonight.
Yes, one of the things, we've been seeing Thomasville all year. We saw them early in the year when they came to the Matt Clayton Memorial Classic that we had down in Daytona Beach, and we were able to commentate one of their games down there. And one of the things that we noticed already is that I won't call his name, but they're missing an excellent perimeter shooter that got the lights out in Daytona. Yes,
major scorer for them. So I know they're gonna get the points from somewhere else, and but very hard person that was to guard for them. Very hard. You couldn't leave them alone. But now they guys got to go to the other resources that they have.
And that's what they're gonna have to do. Because that kid could shoot it from out of bounds, and every time they came out on him, he got a little bit further down there. So he's a young man that looks like they weren't able to get him back, but hopefully he'll be back to help them again next year.
Yes, wherever he is, I hope he's doing well, and look forward to watching him play when that time does come.
Yeah, because there's a number of seniors on this team that'll be leaving. And they're going to have some shoes that have to be refilled. But they had some youngsters, some freshmen that they were expecting to grow up and help contribute. And they still got a big horse in the middle, 6'9", Titus Wright. Physical player, keeps getting better, great hands, and is an honor roll student. So anybody out there that's looking for an eligible big man that can play, there's one here in Thomasville. You need to be on it. Don't say we didn't tell you.
Yes, that freshman that you mentioned, Tyson Anderson is his name, and he wears the number 1. It's going to be a player for our viewers to watch, number 1. And as you watch him play, just know that is a freshman, and he's going to be contributing to this team for many years.
And one of the guys that we really liked too was number 2, Vontarius Woolbright. 6'5", plays the perimeter, plays the point guard spot for him. And not only that, they'll post him up and try and take advantage of his height differentiation. If you go man-to-man, they run some sets to post him up. He can handle the ball, long, extremely good defender. And he's been a 4-year starter for Coach Ben Tillman and his program here at Thomasville High.
Yes, that experience that he has is, you just can't replace that with a player who might just moved into town. He's been in this program, learning from the bench to being a impact player to being a supporting role to now having to contribute in various ways and get other people involved. So all aspects of the game, as a coach, you're always happy to have someone who's been in the program all 4 years that can be an extension of you on the floor.
Yeah, and the fact that he's left-handed. I always like left-handed ball players. Warming up on the floor with Thomasville High in a number 15 jersey is Luke Wallace. He was a 2-year starter, outstanding perimeter shooter. Tore his ACL twice within the last 14 months. missed a lot of the season last year. Rehab, got ready, started playing, coming back during the season and tore it again. He was a tremendous loss for them. They were really expecting him to play this year. And he's a young man that we hope that he's fortunate enough to be able to continue or have a collegiate career, as he's actually looking for a place to go walk on next year. And I think that wherever he goes, if he can stay healthy, picks the right situation, he'll be able to contribute to a program where he wasn't even recruited. Another excellent kid with a honor roll grade point average and a high academic pedigree.
Yeah, sometimes the path that everyone takes is not the same, so it doesn't mean that his collegiate career or even playing is not in his future anymore. He's still out here, he's still active, and so he looks well. He looks like he's moving around okay. So, and I know I've seen him play before, and if someone gives him an opportunity to just show them and even get a part and improve as he's a part of that program, whatever program it is, I know he's going to work hard because he's showing his commitment right now. A lot of players who tore their ACLs might be done sitting in the stands right now, but he's down there on the baseline with his team.
Exactly. And on the other side of the court, we have Thomas County. They have not had the type of season that they wanted to have or expected. They're a young team. They're a gritty team. They don't quit. And it's an arch rival contest. They have a real good turnout from Thomas County on the other side of the gym from where we're filming, sitting behind the bench and extending all the way over behind the bench where Thomasville High is. It's one of those arch rival games here that exists in every sport that they participate in. They have an extreme rivalry. When they play in football, they close down the city. You can't even drive through here to get to the game 2 hours before time. You can forget that.
Well, I'm sure there's some family members on both sides of the gym as well. There might be some family members playing against each other.
And that's what happens in a rivalry game, especially one that's in the same city. You have the high school, you have the city school, and you have the county school. And that everybody really comes out to see this game and the contest. They get behind the teams and the players, and it's for bragging rights. At some point, I know the football team, Thomasville High won the football game. Thomasville High won the first meeting of these two teams. It's very important for them, Thomas County, not to go winless in this contest. And I see that Coach Tillman is on the floor with his players at the free throw line. Something he saw, he felt he needed to go out and address. Coach Tillman is an old school coach. He's going to have a discipline program, and they're going to do things the right way.
Yes, and they're going to do it his way.
Absolutely. Again, the crowd is coming in.
Well, I know.
Not a lot of seats left.
I know it's busy out there in the parking lot. Like I said, Coach, we came about an hour and a half ago, and it was more people outside trying to get in. So I know it must be busy outside right now.
Oh, yes. Coming on the floor was Titus Wright, 6'9" team captain. And I like the last drill they're doing right now before they come in. That's part of what they do each and every game before they get started, dive on the ball. In fact, on the INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week promo, you've seen that same footage because we incorporated it. They're lining up now on the opposite end of where their bench is. But the team seems awfully loose. They're playful, a little jovial.
Well, I think this is a great example of sportsmanship, shaking hands before the game, looks like. And that is just another, I want to say another way of showing that sportsmanship, but making sure that these players have a good game, a good, clean competition.
You almost think this is something that both coaches agreed on before the contest starts, to do this right here in this inner city rivalry. And this is INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week. the Crawfordville Lindy's pregame show, and we're going to be right back for this tip. And it's the INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week. You got your host, Mickey Clayton, and the coach. You have GBL online with Gene Granger.
Yes, sir, Coach. Hey, how are you?
Great. We're about ready to tip this off. They got the loudspeaker going. Both cheerleaders on the floor, both squads on the floor. Dalman Daniels, number 2. You got number 3, Miles Anderson, 2'5" guards. Jonathan Jones, senior, 5'11". Number 24, Ashuma Johnson, 6'2". And number 50, Kai Brown, 6-foot sophomore. They're little. Von Terriers Woolbright. Number 21, I don't even see a 21. I see Taylor House and Titus Wright. Big man in the middle. 21 is that Jermaine? Jeremiah. Thomasville is little, or Thomas County is little.
Well, it's hard to match up with Titus Wright, and most teams are going to be at a height difference, and he has to stay out of foul trouble, has to stay on the floor so that they can maximize this height difference that they have in the inside.
And you're going to see even Von Terriers Woolbright, number 2, who they're putting over the wing tonight, is going to post up. Trying to use some of that athleticism and hand speed to deflect that ball penetration. Basket number 21, Jeremiah. Usually, Thomasville plays man-to-man. They deny the entry pass. When they're on their game, they make it really difficult for you to get in their offense.
It's Titus out working the hedge quickly. They're running a down screen on the opposite side.
They're not denying that entry pass as much as I've seen them do in the past.
Well, they're really being selective about their shot selection.
They're going against that man-to-man. Their man-to-man offense is going to have to get them something better than the three-pointer, though.
Thomas County getting set back into their 2-3 quickly. Number 2, Daniels got a hand on that deflection.
Skip pass.
Pull-up jumper. Pull-up jumper by Anderson was short.
And we got a foul on the three-pointer. That was an early weakness for Thomasville earlier. They only had that one zone buster for them. So I'm sure they have tried to develop somebody else from the outside to be able to score to take that pressure off their inside game.
Well, a good way to start seeing that free throw, your shot go in, is 3 free throws.
Really good when you get 3 of them and you can hit them.
Yes, and he can score it. Junior Quindarius Thomas takes the lead to 5. They come out in a 2-2-1 on the make free throw. Fall back into the man-to-man hard hedge. Turns down the screen. Rebound by Quintarius Thomas.
Inside, that's
Titus.
Late call in there. INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week. We'll be back for the free throw. And we're back.
Titus being left-handed, he didn't use his right hand on that last entry. He could have got an and one with using that right hand, shielding the defender off with his left side, but he brought it back to his strong hand, which allowed that foul, but eliminated his and one possibility. So he has to make these 2 to get these points in.
Nice touch there. 4 for 4 from the free throw line early for Thomasville.
Nice rotation on that ball. Titus has really worked on those free throws.
I was thinking the same thing from when we saw him earlier. Much better job breaking the press this time by putting it in the middle. Thomas County's going to have to hit some of those shots, so they're going to be put out of this very quickly with the methodical offense that Thomas
Quindarius, another shot from the corner. Match up. The size inside is really causing Thomas County to change their shots when they go up. Instead of just focusing on making the easy, don't try to avoid getting your shot blocked.
Wasn't even looking for the ball that time.
Yeah, it wasn't looking at all.
Early timeout with the score 9-0 with 5:14 left in the first quarter. INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week. We'll be right back. And we're back. Thomas County got way too many shot opportunities that time, even though they didn't convert any. They're now 0 for 8 from the field. And they continue to stay, well, naturally, if they don't score, they're going to be in trouble, but Thomasville is scoring relatively easy.
Yes, they're running and getting layups.
And they have 5 out of their 9 points in front of the free throw line. Still in that 2-2-1 press. Pick that ball up crossing half court. That only favors the defense.
Yes, you got 2 other defenders. As soon as you cross half court, that's that back court line and that sideline, and you want to stay away from those corners.
A first substitution for Thomas County.
Yes, Miguel Gutierrez with the ball.
A little confusing getting set up in the offense. Another missed shot, 0 for 9. Way to set it down, look over the floor, Vonterius.
Telegraph your passes. It's hard to make a direct pass through the heart of the zone.
2 men in. Thomasville still in their 2-2-1 press. 3 remaining starters from Thomasville High still in the game for them. Quindarius, Vontarius, and Titus.
Got Joshua Lyons in, senior, and freshman Amarion Banks.
Nothing that time, 0 for 10. And a foul called underneath. Nothing, 4:14 left. Still in the 2-3. Running the overload and the pass on the block. Got too far under the backboard. It was no angle from there. Vontarius' first reaction when he did secure that pass. Boy, these referees will not get the ball. Boy, they kill me with that.
What a
they sit there and watch. Somebody out the stands had to give it to him. 2-3 under basket and a turnover. Not a good pass. A layup that was intimidated by Titus and shot nothing.
He goes straight up.
Hit nothing. Got a foul on Thomasville High. Ball's out of bounds to Thomas County.
It was a great hustle on Titus Wright, getting back, going straight up on the block. A little slow getting into your set. I think they got away with a travel.
No, they didn't get away with it.
And he thought he got away, but that referee saw it.
3:47 left in the first quarter. Thomasville up 9-0.
Quindarius now has taken 2 deep threes and is 1 for 2. Ten-second count.
Yeah, one of the Thomas County's players, Damian Daniels, was a little upset at the call, but he made the bad pass that ate up time.
Jakari Borders in for Titus Wright. We had a heat check with Quintarius. A little long on this. They're back into their 2-2-1, which is really causing Thomas County to spread out wide, wider than they probably need to be.
12-0. 0 for 11.
Second shot opportunities.
Wow. Thomas County's ball out, 12-0. 2:48 left in the first quarter. Offensive foul. He got a little bit out of control, stumbling, fumbling, rumbling.
Bringing in another freshman, Tyson Anderson.
Tyson Anderson was starting early in the year. Well, the heat works in here. It's good and warm.
Yeah, I think they anticipated it being a little colder outside.
They're looking for Vontarius to settle the freshman down.
Screening that top defender.
Oh, good block. (12-0), 2:17 left in the first quarter.
Vontarius sees everything a lot slower than everyone else does, and you can tell he's really comfortable out there when there's some panic going on.
I like the things that he does in the game. He brings a lot to the table.
Tyson Anderson with the ball, freshman, reversing it to his colleague, his other freshman, Mr. Banks. Vontarius with a 3.
He can play inside and out.
Yes, he can play point. And he can guard the 1 through the 3 position.
15-0. Coach Tillman, he's on him over there.
He's coaching him from the sidelines. As he's taking the ball out, he's coaching him.
15-0, 1:45 left.
Got your 2 freshmen at the top. They're really moving that ball.
They moved it around till they got the shot they wanted, didn't they? Jakari.
It's a hard pass to make.
17-0. And another miss. I got him at 0 for 14.
The left-hander, Ishmael Johnson, can't find the bottom of that basket. Joshua Lyons, he's not even looking to shoot. Tyson Anderson.
Foul on Thomasville. INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week. We'll be right back. And we're back. 17-0, 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Thomasville High pitching a shutout. Thomas County with 5 guards in the game and still having problems getting into the offense.
A little hesitation on the offensive side.
And another guard in the game. Ball goes to Thomasville High, 17-0, 17 seconds left in the first quarter.
Always good when you see your guards getting in there rebounding. Fast break play that they knew that they were going to get in with it being the last few seconds of the quarter. They ran a fast break.
And that's the end of the first quarter. Thomasville High, 20, Thomasville County, 0. We'll be back. And we're back. Well, Thomas County hasn't even come close to looking like one of those shots going in close.
Yeah, so you got a few of their players really forcing it, trying to make something happen, but you can tell they're not getting a good look at the basket. They got too much size.
I've seen them get a couple good looks. I don't think they knew what they were doing when they shot it from out that corner.
Yeah, it's hard to make those shots when you're going against these former state champions.
Coach, you used to make them. I almost had you speechless. I almost had you speechless.
My used to and their used to are two totally different things.
Coach, their used to is their current.
They're not even looking. They're shooting with their eyes closed.
Oh, Coach, stop it, Coach. Now, what?
There you go. His head was up, looking at the rim.
Coach, that was the ugliest shot they took today.
Wrong leg, but it went in.
Wrong leg and flew it off.
Wrong leg, wrong hand, but it gave him a basket. Look for a charge right there.
Yeah. All right, Thomas County on the run.
Hey, one stop at a time.
Cut the lead to 18.
I think these two 22s at half court are seeing who's the biggest back there.
1-3-1-1. He almost didn't get that in.
They didn't even.
Wow.
Deflection.
That was ugly. He never looked at inbound on his side of the floor. He looked across the floor.
I think he still was excited by his charge that he just got instead of moving on to the next play.
Never had to put that down, Tyler.
Just use your left hand on that.
But he had somebody running each lane with him.
The hesitation, Thomas County is not confident in their scoring abilities. Hesitating, not looking to score.
Coach, I see that different. I think he was looking to score. That's why you don't pass. When you're trying to score for yourself, you don't see the people on your right and your left.
Nope.
And then when he got in there, it wasn't a shot. It was just something you practice every day in practice.
Yeah.
People filling the lanes right and left and making that pass.
And sometimes what I see what a lot of high school guys are doing now is they have their mind. They're made up. As soon as they get dressed in the locker room, they're making up what they're going to do instead of playing, just going out to play.
Back in a 2-2-1 this time. Unforced turnover.
Hesitation. They're not even looking.
Unforced turnover. 22-2.
I think they've gotten out of their zone now. Again, too hard. He sees the game so much slower, and it just has the confidence. Like that pass is a long pass. The lack of experience shows when you make passes where you think the defense is not going to steal that ball. That's the pass the defense wants you to make. So all the young players watching this game tonight, know that these are trap areas. Don't dribble to the corner and then make the reverse pass to the top of the half court. That's where they want you to throw. You have to look in the middle and you have to look diagonal.
Timeout by Thomas County. INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week taking a break. We'll be right back. And we're back. This is why Thomasville was playful before the game. They felt comfortable and confident in this one. Thomas County is far too much into doing their own thing. We see it a lot of times when you don't have the record that you want, you don't trust the system, and therefore you just play on your own. And that brings you closer to a losing record than anything. You need to stay on his feet.
Good pass.
Now that was a good pass.
That's just playing basketball. You got to react. You can't predetermine what you're going to do. You got to take what the defense gives you. Great pass. 2-2-1 press.
Coach Tillman is not happy. He did not like that pass because he knows against the team, the competition he's going to have trying to get to the state, they will not get away with that. Oh, he carried that.
Yeah. They just got to finish. That was goaltending. Slow down, gentlemen. Slow down.
Basket.
That's a big time player right there. He shows what he can do at the next level.
And he drew the foul. That was a good play on his part.
Given the opportunity, we should be seeing our Vontarius Warbright play at that next level.
We should. We got a foul there. We're going to shoot 2 free throws. We'll be back. And the crowd is still abuzz.
Thomas County can't get worried about the score. They just got to play and try to defend and eliminate second shot opportunities.
Made one.
And they got to make their free throws when they get an opportunity to make.
30-5, 4:55 left in the second quarter. With Darius Thomas.
5-second count. Mr. Daniels.
Coach Thomas, Coach Tillman just put his head down. What he's looking for now is execution. He does not want them to pick up bad habits. And the worst thing is for them to pick up a bad habit and be successful with it, because then they think they can do it all the time.
Miles Anderson with the floater. Rebound, 22, Jonathan J.J. Jones.
He scored 5 of the 7 points. That's 6'5" point guard there.
Yeah, Vaughn looked like he is playing against his little brothers out there. That's how much experience he has out there.
He missed the post up. He was open under there.
Run.
Good hustle back. That's the freshman.
Concentration. Miles Anderson for the layup.
30-9.
Well, if you break it up into quarters, Coach, it's 10-9 in the second quarter.
It takes them a while to get into their offensive set, doesn't it?
Yes, Miles Anderson is trying to direct the traffic, but everyone's moving too slow. Kick ahead, number 11, Jakari Borders with an and-1 assist from Vontarius Woolbright.
And we have a three-point opportunity coming. We'll take a break and come back for the free throw. And we have wholesale substitutions. Thomasville is probably gone about 10 or 11 deep. He's playing everybody. He's playing combinations I know that we haven't seen him play before. Giving everybody an opportunity.
Right now he has his 2 freshmen in, number 1 and number 3.
And an unforced turnover there. Not a good pass.
He had a double, 2 negatives there. He wasn't ready for the pass, and it was a bad pass. Freshman to freshman.
Watching Thomasville try to figure out what defense they were running. If they were in a man-to-man or a zone for a few seconds there, they weren't sure which one they were in. Vontarius sizing him up, isn't he? The freshman.
I don't think the Thomas County player knew which one wanted to get the rebound.
They didn't.
No, he tips it too.
Nice move.
2 points from Kai Brown.
Out of
Picked up that loose ball, but no one hustles back and finds the white jersey. 24, Sammy Morrow for 2.
34-11, 2:09 left.
Offensive foul.
I still kind of like that take, though, Coach.
Yes, he plays the game at such a controlled speed that he goes straight up on that play. He avoids that charge.
Right.
So that's other areas of his game he's still going to improve at that next level. That's a pull-up, and he will do that. He will learn that.
34-11, 154 left, 23-point lead. They've extended their lead by only 3 this half.
Miles Anderson directs him to clear out and overload the opposite side. And there's a shot that they're trying to get.
He was not confident lining that one up.
Yes, Austin Stevenson, that's his second shot, so he must practice that.
He's going all the way. He's not passing that.
Yes, that's his 10th shot attempt, I believe. So hopefully he can get himself going from the free throw line.
We have 2 free throws coming. We're going to take a break. And we're back. We say Coach he ain't got himself going from the field yet. Huh?
Yeah, hopefully he can get himself going from the free throw line. But great energy. He obviously is guarding the toughest player, and it is a defensive stopper because they put him on the toughest player Thomasville has.
And he made the next one, Coach. He's ready now. And in a 2-2-1 press. Turnover.
Hard skip pass to make. Good catch.
And finished it.
That's the ball was deflected, and he still was able to keep his eyes on it and receive that pass.
And here come the starters. We're going to take a break, come back for this and one opportunity. Coach Tillman said he had enough of that.
Yeah, Coach, if you look at the score for the second quarter, Thomas County is winning 17-14.
You're right. They said they were going to spot him 20 and come back. Missed another free throw. Von Terriers had his hand up for that, wanted the ball on the other side.
James Harden.
Exactly, I was just getting ready to say that. And he's going to go to the free throw line and shoot 2, and we'll be back. He got that swing through. That's what the coach is talking about over there. They actually tried to take that move out of the NBA.
Well, these young players are watching the older players, and the referees are calling what the young referees are calling what the NBA referees are calling. So everyone is doing what everyone else is doing. Referees are calling it, and the players are doing it, doing the move. He goes 2 for 3.
58 seconds left. They aren't attacking the basket with wild abandon this time.
5-second count. Now, Coach, the 5-second count, we've been getting a lot of 5-second counts. Have you seen more 5-second counts called this year than previous years?
I have. I don't know if it's a point of emphasis this year or not. Titus Wright actually got in the way that time.
Now, I'm not going to say what game I was at, but I had a game and a referee told me that the player defending could be up to 7 to 8 feet away, and he still could be counting.
What?
That's what I said.
He kind of threw that one up there. He's going to get to the basket. Oh!
Nice step through.
It was.
Number 20, Taylor House.
38-17, 21-point lead now.
Can't play with that ball in front of those long arms.
Good job on the press. It took away the opportunity to get a shot up with 2.6 seconds left in the half. they probably won't even get it across half court. And that ends the first half with the score. Thomasville High 38, Thomas County 17. We're at the Jimmy Sauls Leadership Academy, sponsored by Leon County Sheriff Office and Sheriff Walt McNeil, Northside Kiwanis, and the Wooded Foundation, Crawfordville Lindy's. The Jimmy Sauls Leadership Academy focuses on providing seminars for high school and middle school student athletes about topics designed to help with their personal and professional growth. Topics include, but are not limited to, domestic abuse, alcoholism, leadership, social media do's and don'ts, being strong, not letting negative influences deter you, law enforcement relationships, and much more. With special thanks to Sheriff Walt McNeil and the Leon County Sheriff's Office, we've given leadership academies at Florida State University schools. We were in Quitman, Georgia, Brooks County High School, and at our first ever middle school, Brooks County Middle School, where we had our largest group of students, 50 students. We'd like to thank the schools, high schools and middle schools, that have allowed us to come in and be in a position to try to provide more than athletic encouragement to them, just as we've done the same thing with our Dr. Arthur Woodard Academic Student of the Game Award that we give to the student with the highest grade point average and community involvement. The Dr. Arthur Woodard Academic Award students will be recognized at our annual dinner sponsored by the Woodard Foundation at Studio 13. That banquet is coming up on Monday, May 6th, and we will notify all of our winners, even our middle school winners, that that's what we have coming up. Coach, what's your thought?
Second quarter was much better for Thomas County. That second quarter for them was a little bit late. You know, if they would have started that in the first quarter, the score would be maybe a little bit different. But like you said earlier, if they take their second quarter, it was 17-18 in scoring, and then they were 0-20 in the first quarter. So they showed that they could play. But Thomasville had also had their reserves in during that time, which allowed Thomas County to go on that run. So I don't know how much of the reserves will be in if they allow them to get those easy points that they were getting when their starting five was out of the game.
Well, knowing Coach Tillman, he already has identified this as a contest that he looks at allowing some of his players to get additional minutes.
Yes, he's playing two freshmen, and they obviously are highly skilled with that ball. So this is a good experience for them.
Yes, and if there's games like this, if you don't allow some of your younger players or develop your bench, there's no other opportunities that are going to come that allow you to do that. So in a game like this, he has to allow them a certain amount of latitude to play, but he wasn't going to let them get but so close before he pulled them and they didn't do what he wanted them to do.
Yes.
Now, there's only one way, and that's the Ben Tillman way. If you don't do it that way, then you're going to sit down, and that's every person that wears that red and black and plays for Thomasville Bulldog knows that.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Earlier in the season, we had him early at the Matt Clayton Memorial Tournament, and Vontaze Woolbright was not starting because he wasn't doing what the coach wanted him to do. So he doesn't have to look far to realize that coach applies those same set of rules to each and every one of his players.
Yes, no one is exempt, and that's how it should be. I try to coach myself with those same principles. No one is excluded out of being coached, and that's what coaching is. You got to address every issue on and off the court the same way. No player has an exemption of the status of those rules.
And it's the INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week. It's almost time to start this third quarter. We're going to take a break, but we will start the second half, and you won't miss 1 second. We'll be right back. And we are back. The buzzer goes off Got 38-17 game. We'll see if they'll make another run to close it down some. I suspect they have a couple of runs left in them.
Coach, I saw those people hustling to the concession stands and getting back to their seats so they don't miss any of the action. Oh, they come out with a backdoor play. It doesn't finish.
Coach, you can only diagram it. They have to execute it.
Yes.
That was a great play.
Great play, great pass. Just couldn't complete the play. Got a rebound.
Yeah, you don't block out the shooter. He got his own shot.
When guys close out and they run past the shooter, they're immediately putting their team at a disadvantage. Stay in the play.
I'm trying to figure out why the cord moving behind me. A lot of times these guys run their offense as if they're used to running against dummy defense. They just turn. A lot of times you teach your offense without defense on the floor. And these guys are running it like there's nobody out there playing defense.
They are, and it's a bad habit. You know, it's just a bad habit. You have to play against live competition. Even when you're practicing, you can't just stand out there against the ghost.
Right.
Just too much poise.
Yeah, he just took his time and
he just is so methodical and just chewing them apart.
You got a wide open look.
Better movement. It's just hard to get scores in.
I ran that offense one time, Coach. You can get some good looks off of that.
Yeah, the players have to play. The coach can draw up everything, but the players have to be able to make those shots. There you go.
And they didn't guard him. They had a reason to.
Yeah, he hasn't made anything, so now he had a little extra room.
40-20. There's that 20-point lead they had at the end of the first quarter.
Offensive rebound.
Don't block. Nice move on Chariot again. The glue that always settles them down.
Yeah, he just plays that. He's a few steps ahead of everyone else on the court.
Now they're going one-on-one. They got out of their offensive set. Ooh.
Sometimes the defense fouls in a position where he gave them opportunity to score versus just playing good D, because that shot might have not gone in.
Yeah, we'll get these 2 free throws and we'll be right back so we can get these 2 free throws. Taking a break. And we're back now. Your boy JJ's the one who missed that layup just a minute ago, wasn't he?
Yes. Wide open backdoor screen.
Just missed both free throws. He just slow motion took his time. Wow.
Yes.
Thomas County never really attacked the ball like they meant to get it.
Something tells me that JJ is a football player because he doesn't mind getting down on that floor, and he is got a great size on him. So I know he's one of their more physical players, and he's guarding the biggest person on the court.
I always like a basketball player who plays a little football because he's not afraid of that contact.
No, he's not. He's getting all the 50-50 balls. If you notice, he's diving. There's another one. These guys can hustle. They just got to get the ball in the basket.
I'm going to say he almost made a mistake being unselfish and
yes, he should have laid that up.
He should have laid it up himself.
Miles Anderson was being very unselfish and giving that ball up, but he had a clear lane to score.
We got wholesale substitutions Two's out of it. We tied us with an opportunity for and one. We'll be right back. And we are tied us with 2, 4, 6, 8 points right now. You'd expect a little bit more out of him with a game in which he's so much larger than everybody else. But he hasn't been a focal point of the offense. An air ball. Didn't he just come in the game, Coach?
Yes, and that was his third three-pointer, so he must do that frequently.
Shoot air balls?
Because his first shot was an air ball in the first half. He made his second one, and then he shot another one just then.
I don't mind, but you don't come right in the game. You had to touch the ball and jack up a three.
Nope, you gotta move the ball and get yourself a rhythm. And sometimes that means just passing the ball, taking some time to look and make the defense move.
And we're getting ready to get 2 more free throws, and we'll be back. And we are here. Thomas County has not been an example of how to convert free throws. They're right about 50% on the night. In fact, by my count, which is unofficial, they're 3 for 9. Four for 10.
The movement on that free throw, he gets low on a squat before he shoots that ball. Tough pass by Woolbright. Now Woolbright is a left-hander. He tried to make a right-handed one-hand slingshot pass. Just couldn't control it.
He patted himself on the chest. He was standing in front of Coach Tillman and said, "My bad, Coach."
Yeah, that would have been a substitution.
Yeah.
We could have talked about it from the sideline. Backdoor cut. Concentration. JJ with the nice assist to Miguel.
Gutierrez. And that time they converted the layup.
Yes, the junior.
Lead.
Back at 20-point lead. Long shot. Montavia Pickett.
And Miguel picked that ball up with one dribble.
JJ.
Nice pass. He passed that to him so he could have stepped into that shot. That might be a turnover.
In rhythm. Quandarius, another corner three.
They're not going to win a shootout. They're not going to be able to stay in this game with one pass and a shot.
Yes, Austin has to.
Now from the other side.
Oh, no box out.
He halfway boxed him out and then didn't take a step to get the ball, and he just walked around. That's just want to, Coach.
Yes, I think JJ is running out of gas. You know, he did a great job boxing out, but like you said, he was waiting for someone else to grab it.
We're going to come back and get these 2 free throws. And we are here.
The last 2 free throws, Titus has shot. The ball is not having that backspin that helps the ball travel in a more straight trajectory. It has that side spin. Let's see if he's straightening his up right now.
Coach Tillman in the bar stool sitting over there just annoyed.
Better spin, better rotation on that shot.
Thomas County likes to take the ball out of bounds and enter it on the other side of the backboard. That's a very unusual play.
Finally gets that floater to drop. Miles Anderson, senior guard.
Down 22.
I think he got away with a travel there, but got a charge in the process.
Coach Tillman has his reserves in again.
Let's see if they keep their lead.
So there they go again. Whatever side they inbound the ball on, they throw it on the other side. That's just odd to throw under that backboard.
It just shows their experience or lack of.
Coach, they do it so much, they must have been taught to do that. That's the only way they enter it. My, that's a long shot.
Miles Anderson, he just had a good 2, but decided to go back to the long 3. Almost a back court. Too many white jerseys down there to rebound.
Exactly.
I saw 2 blue jerseys and 4 white.
.58 seconds left, 50-26, Thomasville High up 24. So he shot the last one from there. Didn't make
Same
it,
spot.
but he shot it.
Same results. Too much traffic. 30 seconds and a half. 30 seconds in the quarter. Coach Tillman saw something he didn't like.
Yeah, you see who he didn't like it from. He went right to Sean Jester to let him know he didn't like it and then point to him what he wanted. He expects more from him. He's still on him. But while he's on him, INSiiGHTS to take a break. We'll be back while he takes his time out and gives him that chewing. And we're back, and the chewing is still going on. He doesn't have much behind left right about now.
I think Coach Tillman just wanted the reset instead of trying to thread the needle for something that was unnecessary. You want to teach good habits, and sometimes when you have a lead, you start forgetting the proper way to play.
Coach Tillman got up this time and called the offensive set he wanted. They're a lot more aggressive in terms of jumping on these freshman guards than they are with Ontarius and Vontaries. They don't jump on them like that.
Yes, they probably got their share of coaching earlier in their careers playing here. So it's only proper that these freshmen get the same treatment.
That and the fact that they all probably play against each other every day all summer.
Yes, I've had the privilege of coming up here in the summer and being a part of camp, and Coach Tillman always has opened up his gym up for us, and they are playing, and they're working out.
6 seconds left. I know who's going to take this shot.
Defense right there on him.
And that's the end of the third quarter, 50-26. INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week. We will be back for the fourth and final quarter. And we're back, Coach. Here, Coach Tillman puts his horses back in the game. They probably won't play longer than 2 or 3 minutes.
Yes, you still got to give your starters their minutes because you're still working on your emotions, your offense, and whatever you're working on defensively. You still want to work on that and get them on out of the game so no one gets hurt.
There's some specific plays Coach wants to work. He has been letting Vontaries call his offensive sets. He's calling them now from the sideline. So as you indicated, There's some things that he wants to work on in a game situation, and that's exactly what he's putting in now. Coach Tillman's directing him. He wants the ball on the other side.
They're still not running whatever he's just drew up. They're still not doing it right.
And that's why he took that time out. He's got his pad out. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back as soon as Coach Tillman gives some refresher course here. We'll be right back. We saw all the signs on that, didn't we, Coach?
Yeah, they're working on a specific set, and we're going to see it right here when they return to the court. We're going to see this 4 high that they're running, which they're trying to get a ball screen to come back on the wing. But it looks like a good misdirection play where they're going to screen and come back to the side they're screening.
Yeah, they changed the formation of that play. They're still not in the right place.
And he backcourt by himself.
Dropped it.
Coach Tillman was still disgusted at that play.
He said, you start the ball on his side.
Well, they're going to review that in film, I'm sure.
Might be 5-second count. They tried to make up for it on the defensive end, didn't they?
Yeah, they want to make sure that they show Coach that they're gonna get it right on the next offensive possession.
Coach, you've had teams like that.
Yeah.
Show it to them, diagram. As soon as they step over the line, they forget who's taking the ball out of bounds.
Yep, and then they'll come down and do the most amazing thing later that you never told them to do.
No, that's true. I actually like some of the stuff that Thomas County runs. They just don't run it but a minute and a half in each quarter.
Yeah, their offensive playmaker.
There's that back door again. They've been able to get that when they run it.
Yes, they have the attempts. They just have to be able to make the shots that they're given. Almost. Too much size makes you change your shot. Almost again, another charge.
Vontae's a little upset about that when he thought he went under him. And he kind of glared down at him for a minute.
Yeah, I don't think it was anything intentional. He just fell on him and
trying to shake that knee off. Wow.
Way to gather yourself.
Yeah, because he never had control of the ball.
I think we'll see the starters coming out soon. Gets undercut by his own man. Here are some of those bad habits you don't want to fall into. When you have a lead, you got to keep running your stuff and taking easy shots.
Easy shot right there. Easy pickings like getting pecans. We got a full timeout. INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week. We're going to take a break and come back after this timeout. And we're back. Score 54-28, 5:53 left. You got a 26-point lead here by Thomasville. That's that 20-point lead they had in the first quarter. That's what Thomas County staked them to, and they hadn't been able to break into that too much.
No, they haven't, and I think that their young players are being able to given a chance to play, and some guys that may not have had much playing time previously are getting that play.
Yeah, Vontae's getting that leg checked out from when he thought he had been undercut there, and he bumped that leg a little bit.
Yeah, I think he might have landed on the young man who attempted to take that charge.
Had to Thomasville cheerleaders, they've been working most of the game here. One thing about Georgia, they put them over here in the corner of the stadium and at the facility, and that's where they stay.
Well, they are definitely, they got the gym energized on all dead balls.
They say on all dead balls. 54-28, 5:48 left in the contest. I think they took Russell Westbrook. I think he's out, 22.
Yes, Thomas County has now brought in their freshman, Javarius Frank, with the offensive rebound right there.
And number 2 knocks out a 3, and they took a timeout. All right, Thomas County takes a timeout. Come out, hit a 3, take a timeout. We'll be right back. And we're back. That was a little interesting, wasn't it, Coach?
Hey, you never know what strategy coaches are working up.
Coach, I was looking for you to help me out with that strategy.
Hey, like I said, I don't know. I don't know. There might be something. He might be drawing up a 20-point play right now that's going to give them that 20 that they need.
Then I think in that case, you got to get your pen out so you can write it down. Not that you're ever down 20, but
I'm going to take notes on whatever he's doing right now. I don't know if he was trying to prevent a fast break.
2-2-1 press. They just put it in just now, Coach. Ball tipping. There you go. He might have fouled him, but that was a late foul. He'd already got the ball.
He clearly had the ball.
Dribbled it.
And a nice continuous motion, screen and roll. Reverse the ball, screen and roll.
That was a foul to hit him, but he hit him when 21 was making the pass. He called it after the ball had been picked up and dribbled. I mean,
yeah, the reaction of the whistle is coming definitely after the act versus during. I'd rather see the whistle during whatever is going on.
Everybody on Thomasville's bench reacted that he didn't shoot that ball. Everybody.
Again, another 5-second call.
An odd 5-second call. Coach.
And, Coach, I've seen these 5-second calls when guys are on the side of them making a move or making a delivery pass, and they get 5 seconds called. I haven't seen nothing like it this year.
Wow.
Turnover.
Freshman on freshman. Oh, he went right by him. You got one referee calling the game, Coach. You got one referee calling the game. We got a free throw coming. We'll be back for the free throw. INSiiGHTS taking a break. And we are here.
The freshman. Offensive rebound.
Nice rebound.
They got 3 points out of that play, out of that possession.
You mean 4 points?
Yeah, 4. Two from the layup and 2 from the offensive rebound on the free throw.
Now, I don't know where he was going with that post-up move, Coach.
Yeah, again, that's a bailout. There was another play in the first where the defense can let the offensive player, don't foul him and don't bail him out. He's behind the backboard. Right. Let him shoot it and get the rebound.
He was going to have to be extremely creative to get that ball up.
Yes, like Larry Bird shooting over the backboard would have been the only way that ball was going in. Deshaun Sapp now in the game.
He turned around when he had him beat down the sideline, and when he spun around, they trapped him. Then he proceeded to throw the ball to Coach Tillman.
Diagonally. Again,
I knew it was going to be an interesting post move.
Yes, he's going to turn over that right shoulder again. He only will go over that right shoulder, which leads him to behind that backboard.
Right. They press the heck out the second team, don't they? I wondered what the call was going to be.
Well, we've had more whistles in the last 3 minutes than we did the whole half.
No argument on that. Coach, what's the rest of the season look like for you here?
Well, we are now on the tail end of our season, which is preparing us for the district tournament, and looking forward to competing in our district tournament versus Oak Hall and PK Young. And fortunately enough, this year we'll have the district tournament in our city of Tallahassee versus traveling to Gainesville for 2 days.
Okay, so everybody else has to come to you.
Yes, for last 2 years we've done everything down in Gainesville, so this year we got the home court advantage and we get an opportunity to host our district tournament, so looking forward to that.
What's going to be the key for you to get out of the district?
Well, again, we gotta play well. We gotta play within what we do, and turning the ball over or allowing the opponent to get multiple shots. If we can eliminate multiple shots and really stick within our offense, we can be in great shape. But we just gotta take it one game at a time and not try to do anything that's out of our character.
You have an upcoming opponent with John Paul too, don't you?
We just played John Paul too, and we failed to them, but it was a much better. We had a much better showing and a much better fight than our first appearance against them. Mm-hmm. But they are great. They got a great group. They got a great inside presence, and you know they're a good team. The good, well-rounded team with guards and inside presence.
Right. The handle was nice. The pass not so good. Two freshman to freshman. They're going to be the Thomasville guards of the future.
Yes, the decision making that will continue to improve. I'm sure Coach Tillman is going to make sure of that.
Yeah, he set him up in a 2-3 down here this time, but you don't often see him play a zone.
Number 3, I don't know if he's connected.
They getting those threes up though.
Yeah.
Not hitting them, but they're getting them up.
Yes, that's the unfortunate thing about with high school basketball. And watch a lot of older guys just shoot threes, or they watch Steph Curry and watch some of the professional games where they're shooting threes and really don't understand what goes into those shots. Uh-huh. So when they come out and do it, it doesn't have the same results.
This is a nice facility, isn't it?
Yes. Well, so much space in here, and they really have a good crowd. Connected. I think coaches call a timeout for a substitution.
And we're going to stay right here. We got a three. It hadn't been off, and they've been able to nail those threes. They have taken a lot of them.
Yes, only foul count is 6 to 7. So like I said, all of those fouls were happening in the last 3 minutes. So limited calls on the official side to the later part of the game where the reserves are in a little bit more hand contact. But the rest, for the most part, they let them play.
Who in the city has really surprised you this year with their play?
Well, definitely John Paul. You know, John Paul has always competed, and now matched with the size and the ability of some of their players, they really came in and shocked a lot of other teams, and they're going to make a great run this year. Rickers is just oversized, and it's hard to match up with them. And you know, but again, everybody runs into some trouble when we leave our area and head to Central Florida and South Florida, where some of the teams have been manufactured.
Now, explain what you mean by that to our listeners, Coach.
Well, what we see a lot of teams or high schools are doing is they're mimicking what they've seen LeBron James do with Miami Heat, or what the Warriors have done, and they assemble all-star high school teams. And you know, not all schools are doing that. They play with the players that go to their school or that are in their area, but some schools have school choice, and some players choose to go to school with each other to make an all-star high school team. And you know, it's within what is nothing against that if that's what they're choosing to do. But all schools and all coaches, you know, they want to develop players, and some schools want to get all-star teams, and some just want to work with the players that they have.
And you see that more prevalent in certain parts of the state.
Yes, definitely in the, you know, your larger areas where, you know, an area like Thomasville, you have 2 schools, you know, and you're going where your bus goes. But some towns, you know, your Orlando's or some areas in Central Florida, if you don't like your coach and you don't like what he said to you yesterday, you can pick another school tomorrow, and which is unfortunate. You know, that's what competing is about. But now you got so many players don't want to wait for that. 14 with the 2. Will Cook, I think, has a large fan crowd here.
It seemed like everybody wanted Will to dunk that one. Coach got his hands up over his head.
Yes, Will Cook, the sophomore. Again, I think he finished the game with freshmen and sophomores in the game.
He did. Thomasville rolls on this one. Had a 20-point lead at the end of the first quarter. They ended up with a 22-point lead, and the starters probably played about 2.5 quarters total. They did not shake hands after the game. They lined up, but looks like the school administrators sent both teams to their locker rooms, as you noticed before the first tip-off, that they did it before the game.
Yes, they shook hands before the game so that they could just go straight to the locker rooms afterwards.
I see the principals on the floor and the athletic directors on the floor in the middle, sending everybody to their locker room. So obviously they either had some issues at some point or trying to make sure they didn't have any.
Yes, want to keep a clean sportsmanship, finish the night off on a great note.
And this is INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week. I'm with my co-host here from GBL Online at McClay High School, Coach Gene Granger. We appreciate you being here. From both of us, we like to say good night and step in the gap.